I'm live. Can anybody hear me? I don't know if anyone's in the chat yet, so I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome. I am. Can anybody hear me? I don't know if it's. One second here. I'm having some trouble here. All right, so sorry for that. I'm having some trouble with this whole streaming system, but for those of you who do not know me, I am Boss Attorney Bri, and this is my channel where I talk about business and trademark law and then also celebrity lawsuits that are happening around the United States. So let me know where you guys are listening from. I am a California attorney, so I am streaming from here in California. So it is currently 4:30. Today, I have a couple of topics that I do want to talk about, also including the Kanye West situation, which you can see by the thumbnail. We're going to get into what Kanye West has going on. As we know, he always has something crazy going on. So if you guys are in the chat, please let me know if you can hear me, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Just give me 1 second. I'm having some troubles here. Has going on. All right. Okay, so we are going to talk about Kanye West, but I do want to tackle a couple of other people before I get into all the mess that Kanye West has going on. We're going to get into some of the positive things that some different celebrities have going on. And then I am going to touch on another lawsuit that I covered a few months back that is on my channel that involves the Ace family. For those of you who do not know who they are, we are going to explain it in just a few minutes. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If you are in the chat, go ahead and like this live so we can get more people in here, and also comment in the chat. The engagement will really help me. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure you drop a comment down below and leave a like on the video. And then, so we're just going to start off with the positive things that some celebrities have going on. And since I am a business and trademark lawyer, I do want to shout out celebrities that are doing good and they are getting their business legal and legit by having their proper business things in line and their trademark things in line. So I'm going to start off with Marsai Martin. If you do not know who she is actually a American actress, a young African American girl that is making her way on the scene and doing a movie. She's doing TV shows. I think she's most known for her role in Blackish, and then she went on to co-produce a movie that involved Taraji P. Henson. And so I want to touch on her today because she is making big moves, and I'm going to share my screen right now to kind of show you what she has going on. She has actually started a nail company, and so I want to share and show what she has going on. So just give me a second so I can figure out what window I need to go on. All right, here we are. So we have Marsai Martin. I think I'm saying her name right. She's basically starting a new beauty brand. And so I went ahead and did a trademark search on her to see what kind of business she was starting. And it is actually for nails. So I also went on her Instagram and found that she is doing false nails and she's also doing nail polish. So let me just bring up. Oh, we'll just leave it on here, actually. So, yeah, so this is Marsai Martin. She has filed a trademark, and she technically has it in the 1B. She has it in the 1B class, so that means that she has not necessarily started selling things. But when I was on her Instagram earlier, she did already start promoting on Instagram. The page already has like 45,000 followers on there. So I think she's going to do pretty good when she goes ahead and launch this business. So I think that is something that's really good that she's doing. And I just kind of want to give prep to celebrities that are doing things, or props to celebrities that are doing things the right way. And she is definitely killing it. She's only 17 years old. She has been on TV. She has been in movies. She has been a producer, and now she's actually starting her own business. So big props to Marsai Martin in getting her trademark together and about to get these young girls nailed right, which I think is a good target market for her because it will target people that are around the same age as her. And it can also target people that are a little younger, so young girls, and then also the young women, so in their 20s, 30s. People love to have their personal nails. They love to have their nail polish done. Women love having their nails done. So I think that she does really have a good target market for what she is trying to do. And as we know, kids are the biggest consumers. So I definitely think that she is marketing to the right demographic. So like I said, props up to Marsai Martin. I then want to move on to Snoop Dogg because this kind of was popping up in December about him starting his own hot dog company. And so I went ahead and searched the trademark database, and I actually found that he is also making like pet supplies and pet snacks and all kind of pet things. And I know his name is Snoop Dogg, or he goes by Snoop Dogg, but I definitely did not realize how into pets or pets accessories that he was. Like, yes, it's crazy for him to start a hot dog company. I don't know too much about what Snoop Dogg eats, but I think it's pretty catchy because he's Snoop Dogg, and having hot dogs will go with Snoop Dogg, and so he's calling them Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, one with a double G or one G. And he also has for his pet supplies and snacks and everything else, he has it both for Snoop Dogs to get registered, and then he also has Snoop Doggy Dogs to get registered. And again, these are applications that he have not necessarily started using. He has an intent to use application in place, which means that, hey, he wants to use this name, but he has not necessarily started using it just yet. So he has some time to go ahead and show use and that he has actually started the business and that it is all going to be protected. So we have gone through all of the positive stories that I wanted to cover today. Please, like I said, let me know where you guys are watching from in the chat. Let me know what's going on. And we're going to move into some of the things that the celebrities are doing, but they're not doing it a good way. So we covered the good stories. Now we're going to move into the lawsuits. And I forgot to say this when I first started the stream. This stream is only going to be about an hour or so because I do have to get out of here since I started streaming a little late today. I wanted to do it a little bit earlier in the day, but it just didn't work out. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the Ace family lawsuit. Now, I know some of my viewers may not know who the Ace family is, but I did actually cover this case a little earlier on not earlier on, but a few months ago, I covered this case. I did a standalone video of Katherine Mcbroom being sued for a breach of contract. For those of you who do not know who Katherine Mcbroom is, she is the mother to the Ace family. For those of you who do not know who the Ace family is, they are a social media influencer family. So they basically use their family to promote products. They also have vlogs. They have a YouTube channel. They're on TikTok. They're on Instagram. And I believe they have like 3 kids. The issue with the Ace family is that they are always getting sued. I think the last time I checked, they actually had about 12 lawsuits going. I don't know if they've added on, but the last time I checked was a few months ago when I was doing this video about Katherine Mcbroom, the mother, and it was 12 lawsuits and counting. They also had a recent incident where they basically lost their house because they did not pay their builder. So they had like a $10 million house built in an area where the next highest house was around 2 to 3 million. So they were having a hard time selling it, and they also did not pay their builder. So I did kind of want to go ahead and touch on this lawsuit that I did a couple months ago because it looks like it is coming to an end. For those of you that have not watched the video, I will go ahead and link it in the description box so that you can watch it a little later on if that floats your boat. If that's something you want to do, I will link it in the description box below. I know some people, they don't really care about the actual family. They just care about why they got sued and they just want to see the drama. So even if you don't know who the family is, the story is pretty good. I'm going to briefly go over the facts today, but if you want something more detailed, definitely check out the video that I recorded before. Again, guys, if you're in the chat, please let me know where you're from. If you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and comment down below where you're from. My channel is pretty new, so I definitely like to hear where I am and attracting an audience from. And thank you for watching. So let's jump into the Katherine Mcbroom lawsuit. What happened is that Katherine Mcbroom entered into this agreement with a company called 360 Sourcing to do the packaging for her cosmetic line. She also was working, her company is actually called 1212 Gateway. And when 360 did the packaging and all of that, it turned out that Katherine was not paying for the packaging. She did not pay her bill and ended up collecting a bill of about $720,000, a little bit less than that, but I'm just rounding it to 720 just to give you an idea of how much she actually owed this company. And so let me just answer this chat real quick. And we have fellow attorney from Brooklyn here to support. Thank you, Rob. I definitely appreciate you jumping in on this live stream. Hope it's not cutting into your dinner time over in Brooklyn. So I'm going to jump back into the case. So yeah, she owed $720,000. 1212 Gateway owed the packaging company 360 Sourcing for doing the packaging, and basically Katherine Mcbroom just never paid it. So they filed this lawsuit against her in 2021. I covered the case a few months back, and now they have entered a stipulation for a judgment. So I'm just gonna pull that onto the stream onto the screen so that you can see what they actually entered on not entered on the judgment. It's a proposed judgment. So the case is not necessarily over all the way. They have agreed to go ahead and they have agreed to the stipulation because both parties signed it, but the court actually wants the plaintiffs, which is 360 Sourcing, to go ahead and submit the stipulation, and that is due by February 7th. So I'm just going to bring up the judgment or the stipulation on the screen, and hopefully I have it on a good window so that you guys can see what is going on. I'm not able to see it here. Let's see. It is not popping up for me, guys, so let's see if that will bring it up when I do this. Okay. Oh, this one. Okay, this should be it right here. Okay, so they enter a stipulation, and as you can see, the amount owed, remember earlier I said the amount owed on the lawsuit when I did my video a few months ago. I think I did that video in October or November. The balance was $720,000 approximately. Now, with interest and all of that, the balance is now $763,000 that Katherine Mcbroom's company, 1212 Gateway, must pay to the 360 Sourcing. And so they have actually agreed to this amount, $760,000, as you can see right here. And the payment was to commence on December 15th, 2021, in the amount of $150,000. After that amount is paid, they are going to do monthly payments of $50,000 starting January 10th. So as of right now, if they made all the payments so far, then they should have already paid about $200,000 of that judgment. The thing with this case, like I said, it's not final and the case is not closed yet because the plaintiffs actually need to submit this to the court as well. And that is due on February 7th, 2022. So what is that, next week or the week after that? But as you can see, both parties agreed. It's on two separate documents, but they agreed that even if it's prepared on two separate documents, they would count it as an original, as you can see right here. And so we have the signature of 360 Sourcing saying that they will accept $763,000. And then we have the signature of 1212 Gateway saying that they are willing to pay this on this payment plan that they did agree to. So they'll be paying $50,000 until the lawsuit is basically paid off. I think that this was a good deal for Katherine in particular because they are known to not pay their bills. So with them not paying their bills, them actually agreeing to pay this gives us a little bit more hope, and we are a little bit more, not we, but maybe people will start to believe in them a little bit more because they have been known not to pay their bills, hence why they lost their house. But if you ask them, they would tell you differently, that they did not lose their house. Well, they were actually foreclosed on, as you can see in the bill of sale for the company. All right, so I have another chat here from Rob Esquire. Not at all. Grab a bite while tuning in. Okay, awesome. So he is eating and listening to my live streams. So thank you for supporting. I definitely appreciate it. And Rob also said that it sounds like a good result. I agree for them. Like I said earlier, they have about 11 to 12 other lawsuits for the family in conjunction, because the husband has a few lawsuits that he owes on, and then the family has a few lawsuits that they owe on. So paying this off, what is that, $50,000 a month? How much does that end up being? Let's see a calculator here. And they've already paid what? They paid $200,000 already. So let's say that leaves about $550 left, just to round it off to a clean number, and divided by 50,000. What is that, like 11 months? Yep, 11 months. So they should be done paying this debt off by the end of the year. So hopefully they actually stick to paying it off, and it does not become another lawsuit to get brought against them for not paying their bills any further. So we know they already have issues paying their bill. And so let's hope that they don't get into that anymore. And if any of their other lawsuits begin to settle, then I would definitely cover them here on this channel too. If you have not seen my previous video on this family, make sure to go back and watch it if you are interested in this case. If you guys are watching here live, please make sure to hit the like button to help out. And we're going to get into the juicy stuff that I promised by the actual thumbnail. We are going to start talking about Kanye West and all of this crazy stuff he has going on. I know a lot of my subscribers have come over from TLA, so I am assuming that some people may be familiar with the Tasha K and Cardi B situation. I don't think that Kanye West is very familiar with the Tasha K and Cardi B information or situation lawsuit that was just that has just ended, because he turned around and did the same thing that Tasha K did to Cardi B. So what is going on with Kanye West? If you guys follow Kanye West, he is an American rapper. He's been on the scene for several years now, and he was married to Kim Kardashian West, which is a beauty guru that I also have a video on her scamming her followers with cryptocurrency. I'm not quite sure why she was doing cryptocurrency or promoting it at all. If you are interested in that lawsuit that was just brought against her in January this year, so a few weeks ago, make sure you go ahead and check out that video as well to see what Kim Kardashian has to do with this crypto scam, okay? And so he is married to Kim Kardashian West, but Kim filed for divorce last February. So they've been in this divorce proceeding for about a year now. Before I get into what Kanye West has done over the past week or so that he's being called out for, I just kind of want to go through their divorce case. Like I said, it was filed for in February of 2021, and then turned around and Kim filed for a bifurcation from Kanye West, which basically just means that she wants the court to deem her as divorced, legally separated officially from Kanye West, so she can do her own thing, which we all know she's already doing her own thing because she is dating Pete Davidson. And that seems to be an issue. the actual hearing for this separation or for this bifurcation is going to actually be on, what was that date? March 2nd, 2022. So they are technically still legally married as they go through this divorce process. But come March, we should know whether the judge is going to grant her this separation or if she's going to have to refile for a new motion. We'll see what Kanye West says. If you guys are interested in me covering why she actually wants to be considered legally divorced, make sure you leave a comment or put in the chat box, and I will buy the documents to what Kim Kardashian said. Right now, I did not see any response that Kanye West has given on that situation. So it will be decided on March 2nd, 2022. So I should have some information coming in March as far as their divorce goes. And like I said, she's only seeking to be separated legally. They still need to go through their assets. I'm sure they have a prenup in place, so it shouldn't be too hard. One of the parties have already given some disclosures onto the property, but yeah, all of that stuff will still need to be done. But come March 2nd, if the judge decides that they should be separated, then they will go ahead and decide that, but they will still be in the divorce process, but she will be legally divorced or separated from Kanye West. So getting into what Kanye West has done, and the reason why I brought up the divorce is because I think that has something to do with it. If you keep up with Kanye West, you probably heard about him professing his love to Kim Kardashian in hopes that they would get back together. And if you keep up with the Kardashians, you would know that Kim Kardashian has been dating Pete Davidson, a SNL actor. I'm not sure what else Pete Davidson does. I think he's most known for his SNL and his comedy, Saturday Night Live, when I'm saying SNL. Been dating him publicly for a few months. And Kanye West is not happy at his concert. He professed his love to Kim Kardashian, hoping that they would get back together. But Kardashian is just still living her life and dating Pete Davidson. Right. And so I don't think that Kanye West necessarily wants to get the divorce. That's why he is still trying to catch Kim's attention. But the issue is Kim does not want his attention. We have Kanye West acting out in the public, and what basically happened is that he is going around saying that he stopped a second sex tape from leaking. Kim Kardashian, the Kim Kardashian and Ray J situation, a sex tape was leaked several years ago. Kanye West has come out saying that he has a copy of a second sex tape between Ray J and Kim Kardashian, and that he was the one that stopped that one from coming out back when he got a laptop or something from Ray J. Kim Kardashian is saying that that is a complete lie. There is no second sex tape. The video that Kanye West is talking about actually has no sexual content in it, and that she's basically not in communication with Kanye West, so she's not understanding why he's going on with this, and she doesn't intend to have conversation with him. They are just in communications due to the children and basically through their nannies and their bodyguards. So Kanye West came out with that a little later last week. So he came out with that. Now, over the weekend, it is coming out that he is saying that Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian's new boyfriend, has AIDS. And he is saying, or Pete Davidson's friends have come to him saying, hey, Kanye West is saying this about you. If you guys heard about that situation, make sure you go ahead and comment a 1 in the chat box and let me know that you heard about the situation. If you would like further detail on that situation, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know that as well. So once it got brought up to the attention of Pete Davidson, he, of course, denied the allegations and says that he does not actually have AIDS. Kanye West is actually denying that he ever told anyone that Pete Davidson had AIDS. And so I'm guessing that he took a little bit of notes from Tasha K and Cardi B situation, because he is not publicly admitting that he said it, for one. It seems like he's more telling people this in the private, and he's also not admitting that he knows the situation is false. So let me know in the comment section if you guys think that Kanye West actually said this. And the reason why I wanted to cover this is because this situation was pretty prevalent with, we just went through the trial with Cardi B and Tasha K. For those of you who do not know the situation, Tasha K is a YouTuber who accused Cardi B, an American rapper, for having an incurable disease. She claimed that she actually had herpes, and she also claimed that she was a prostitute, and she also claimed that Cardi B cheated on her husband. This trial just ended last week, and Tasha K was ordered to pay Cardi B $4,111,000 for these lies that she told. Now, Tasha K is actually appealing this, saying that she did not defame Cardi B, despite the fact that she actually admitted to, or not that she had to admit to it because it was on camera. She did it on YouTube, right? But she also actually admitted that she knew that the allegations were false, and a jury found her to need to owe $4 million. Now, Kanye West, if he did this, I think he should take some notes from that case. I think the benefit that Kanye West actually has is that he did not go ahead and air it out to the mass media. It's coming out that he only told people in private. Now, if he comes out and airs it out to the mass media, then he's on some type of, it's going to be easier for the court to prove, or for Pete Davidson to prove one of the elements of defamation. And in this case, it will be slander, because people are saying that he just spoke it. If he actually wrote it, then I think people would be able to see that, or not see that. It will be on the more on the libel side. But so this is probably going to be slander per se. He's saying that he has an incurable disease, which is slander per se, because it is something that someone cannot get rid of. We do not need to prove that that would be defamatory to that person, or it will be slanderous and ruin their reputation if you're saying that someone has an incurable disease, especially because people, even though we know of these diseases, people are not necessarily super accepting of these diseases yet. So that is why that is in the slander per se. So basically all he needs to prove is that it was delivered to a third party and that it resulted in damages. So if you guys think that someone saying that someone has an incurable disease is defamatory, go ahead and drop it in the chat box. If you're watching on the replay, go ahead and leave a comment what you think about it. I have a few people that popped in. I have JD here with you. Thank you for showing up and supporting my live stream. I definitely appreciate it. Be sure to hit the like button if you guys have not yet. I am new to live streaming, so if I'm messing up, just roll with the punches with me. I will get better, I promise. And then we have Snuggles giving the looking eyes. Yes, I see you as well. Again, thank you for joining and supporting the chat. And definitely let me know where you guys are from, so I can just get a better idea of where my subscribers are coming from. I know a lot of people came over from the lead attorney, which I greatly appreciate him sharing my first community post. This YouTube game is definitely different. It's hard, and I definitely appreciate everyone that is supporting me here in this. So I went ahead and gave you guys some information about Kanye West potentially slandering Pete Davidson. Let me know what you guys think, if you think that Kanye West actually said it. Because remember, right now, Kanye West is saying he never said it, but Pete Davidson is saying that multiple of their mutual friends or colleagues are coming up to him and asking him, like, hey, do you actually have AIDS? Or, hey, did you know that Kanye West said this about you? But Kanye West is keeping it zipped. He is not admitting that he said it. He did not say it to the newspapers yet. Not yet. He shouldn't say it at all. Hopefully he didn't say it at all, because he's going to be in the same situation as Tasha K was. And we see that wasn't too good. And so that is what I have on this issue. For those of you that popped in a little late, I also covered some trademarks that some celebrities actually are working on to kind of build their business. And I also covered a lawsuit that is going on with a YouTube family. So if you missed that part, make sure you circle back and watch this on the replay if you missed that part. I'm not really seeing where anyone's from other than Rob saying he was from Brooklyn. And then no one else let me know where they're from. So definitely go ahead and drop that. And also, guys, just let me know if you guys think this is slander. Like I said, I think it falls under slander per se, just because he is accusing him of having an incurable disease. And we saw how that played out against Tasha K. And the fact that these are celebrities and it's in a public light and someone has come out and said that this was spread to them. And it's important to remember for slander or defamation, any case like that, it doesn't need to be spread to a bunch of people, okay? It just needs to be spread to a third party. So that could be one person. And Pete Davidson is coming out and saying that multiple people have come up to him saying that Kanye West said this. So I think it is a situation where Kanye West can potentially be liable if someone can prove that he actually said it. But that is one of the first elements of the actual what do you call it? Cause of action. You have to know that that person said it. And since it's not on tape, like Tasha K's was, and since no one has come out with any document of him writing it or any recording that he did say it, then it's going to be pretty hard to prove that first element. But once they prove that first element, they will be able to show that he displayed it to a third party. Because either if it's written and he like sent it to a text message to someone, or he said it on the phone to someone, that would prove that he slandered Pete Davidson. I don't really keep up with the Kardashians like that. The only reason why I have been keeping up with them lately is because they are always in the news for doing something crazy. And it gives me good content, but I'm not a fan of them whatsoever. I used to listen to Kanye West music, but as some of you may know, he acts out constantly, which also gives out good content. So I'm not on anyone's side, not too familiar with Pete Davidson, but I don't think anyone deserves to have someone spreading false rumors about their health status to multiple people. So I just wanted to make sure to cover this case. And it actually did not take me as long as I thought it would. I don't see any questions coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. If someone does pop up with more information on the Kanye West situation, of course, I will update you guys on the matter. And like I said, if you haven't seen about the Katherine Mcbroom situation that I previously recorded on, or if you missed the beginning of this live stream, please make sure to replay it and leave a like and a comment in the discussion session. I will probably be on live on Wednesday. I'm trying to stream on Mondays and Wednesdays. So I hope to catch you there, and be sure to share this video with anyone that you think might be interested in this type of topic. Thank you for supporting my live stream, and I will see you guys in the next one.